Today I'm going to tell you about my Guka. My Guka was Dr. Simon Ted Bogawa. He was a molecular biology professor at Oxford University. Guka was a genius. From when he was young, he aced every exam in school. He was especially exemplary in science and mathematics. He graduated high school when still young and got a scholarship abroad to the prestigious Oxford University. There, he studied molecular biology and integrated sciences. He also became fluent in advanced biochemistry. After graduation, he was offered a chance to be an assistant lecturer whilst still studying for his master's. He advanced his studies until he got his doctorate, becoming a full-time professor. But he didn't stay there for long. He decided to retire whilst still young and he came back home. Even after all these achievements, Guka was still curious to know a lot of things. A lot still puzzled him. Like, what is the meaning and purpose of this life? What's the source of the differences between genders? And between different races? What's the source of evil here on earth and in the heart of man? He really wanted the answers to all these questions. He wanted to know the truth. To quench his thirst for truth, here is what Guka did. When he came back to Kenya, he bought a huge ranch in northeastern Kenya where it is arid. With his savings, he built a huge mansion. There, he built a mega laboratory for his research works and filled it with all the equipment and machines he needed. He brought in arable soil, then he planted a fine, beautiful garden in the huge backyard and filled it with fauna and flora. Through prior research, Guka had found out that all humanity came from an African early man. This is true, as black seed can produce a white offspring. But white seed can't produce a black offspring. Therefore, the original genes are black. Other races came about as a result of contaminating the original black gene. Guka had also figured out that man came before woman as he is the seed carrier, but he wasn't sure which gender is superior here on earth. He also wanted to know the source of evil in the heart of man. So, to find out all this, he did the unimaginable. He traveled to the cradle of mankind and took a black man's DNA. Then he traveled to the cradle of civilization and took a white woman's DNA. Then, imagine, he cloned them. He took care of them in optimum conditions from when they were zygotes to fully grown babies. They grew to be healthy and nourished. When they were a little bigger, he activated their consciousness and placed them in different positions in the garden he had planted. He named the boy Emwe and the girl Inya. They both first opened their eyes while in the garden. Immediately Emwe opened his eyes, a huge smile lit his face. Everything around him jazzed him. He liked the trees and the flowers, made friends with the animals and played in the pond. Inya, on the other hand, cared less about what was around her. She didn't like her dress, her hair, her fingers, nor her legs. She walked around stepping on the flowers and chased the animals, beating them using a stick. She was only attracted to crawling and poisonous animals. One day when Emwe was walking around, he saw Inya sitting under a tree. Puzzled, he walked towards her. Emwe was so happy to see such a beautiful being. He complimented her dress, her hair and her beauty, but her response was a huge frown. Over the years, although Kwanzaa got put off, he still tried to cherish her but to no avail. Guka watched them every day and documented everything that caught his eye, although Emwe and Inya never knew about him. One morning when Guka went to check on them, he saw the worst. Inya had stabbed Emwe in the heart, and to make the matter worse, she had drowned herself. Perhaps you are wondering how I got to know all these. Guka passed on about a month ago. He died an old man at the age of 97. He left me, Waithera, as a custodian of his research works. During his lifetime he did a lot of research and did numerous projects. This is just one of them. I hope he found what he was looking for. Rest in peace, Guka.